Okay, hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome to my channel. So I often get asked, what do I use to edit my photos? Well, I use Luminar Neo. And I'm going to start by saying right now that I am barely an amateur photographer and I am barely an amateur when it comes to editing photos. That's probably why I use Luminar Neo. They make it easy. So this image here has already been focus stacked. And I'll probably make a video next day or two how I do my focus stacking. It's a little bit strange. A lot of people won't agree. Some will agree, but it works. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go into my edit. And the very first thing that I do with these images is I crop. Luminar has AI cropping. I don't ever use it. I go to the free crop. And it doesn't mean it charges you anything. It just means you got control over how you want to crop it. So I'm going to go ahead and just scroll down here, move down, I suppose you want to call it. That looks pretty good. This black paper here, I use this to help reduce the glare on the side of the car. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I put it down anyway. It offers some type of benefit no matter what. But yeah, you'll see. Try it out. So I'm going to get right above the line here and get into that road. Go ahead and crop the sides. It should be a pretty good crop. And it is. Check the edges here, pretty good. Um, I do the best I can trying to get my camera as close as I can in so I don't have to do a lot of cropping. You crop in like that, you start losing quality. Um, so we'll go over to the tree here. They offer noiseless AI, and it's a fantastic, wonderful tool. I don't ever use the noiseless tools. I don't have a whole lot of noise in my photos. This photo here, the ISO on it was, I believe, 200. I know you're looking at the sky thinking, it's full of noise. Well, it's not. It's from the paper and the lighting. Sometimes you get this and sometimes you don't. I'm going to show you how to get rid of this without using any of the noise tools because the rest of the image just doesn't have noise in it. I'll show you. All right, so the second tool is called Super Sharp, and this is an amazing tool. Um, I know I promise you, I'm not an affiliate, I'm not an influencer of Luminar Neo, but I'm telling you, the Super Sharp is actually excellent. I always go for the middle, and this generally takes about 2 minutes to run. So you can see here, you move your cursor over this, it looks like Tempest. And if you're old like me, you remember the Tempest video games. That's exactly what it looks like. So we're going to let this run. We'll pause the video for a couple of minutes and until it's over with. All right, so we're back. We ran the Super Sharp. As you can see, it's done a fantastic job. We do a little bit of before and after. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Good deal. Okay, from the Super Sharp, I know that what we should be doing is going straight down into the develop tools and then on to the others, but I always skip this step and I go right to my eraser. I'm going to bring my eraser down to 10, and then I'm going to blow this image up to 400. It's kind of a rule. 400 is a good spot to go. I go to the back of the car, and what I do here is I try and get rid of the hot spots and blemishes. Now, you can't really see these in the photo because we are blowing it up, but we are blowing it up to 400%. That's why you see it here. Go ahead and hit erase and you see how it removes these. Now we'll go ahead and zoom back out. And a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be fixing, I mean, you can see some here and here. You can't really see it. But when you take the time to do this, I have found that it gives an amazing clean image. So we'll do a few more and then I'll pause the video and go and just clean this car up. I always start at the trunk and I get the spots that stick out at me. And what you have to do is go a little bit on the outside of the spot, and that gives a better, cleaner erase. And you just want to go over the whole car until you get all the spots out that you want. Now I'm going to show you something about these wheels and tires. You got hot spots in them, but this chrome, just focus on the hot spots because you're never going to get this out. There's ways of dulling it down, sure, but you're never going to get it out. And that's just the way it is on these chrome wheels. On the black, you're going to be able to, on the rubber part, you're going to be able to get the dust spots out. And I know it is tedious, but it is absolutely worth it because you get a nice clean image. Go ahead and hit erase. I'll show you. See, it looks really good, but you're never going to get it out of the chrome. No matter what you do, you're not going to, you're with the eraser tool anyway, you're not going to fix this. So what I'm going to do now is pause the video, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to clean up this car, and you'll see when I come back, I'll have all the red dots all over it. You'll see. So let me go ahead and pause this. Okay, we're back. And you see that the vehicle is all peppered in these little red dots. Well, that's what them are the blemishes I wanted to get out. So we hit erase, and it done a really good job. Got rid of all the hot spots, and you're not, like I said, you're not going to get it all. You're just not. But it just gives a nice, cleaner image. So something else I wanted to point out is you see this green. Well, it's not from chromatic aberrations. It's, I believe the car has a green tint to the windows. Some of these do, some of them don't. I'm gonna show you how to get that out of there. Okay, so we've done fix it with the eraser tool, and it's just not, to the car. I mean, you could have gone in and fixed all the stuff here. From here, we'll go to our develop tab, and I'm going to bring the exposure up to about right there, because I do underexpose my photos in the camera. I found that shooting underexposed is better than shooting overexposed because I can always adjust it up. Sometimes when I overexpose, it doesn't turn out right. The smart contrast, yeah, it's hit or miss whether I use it. We'll go to 5. Highlights, I crush them down, usually to about 40. The shadows, same, bring them up. And on the blacks, I crush the blacks to about right there. That looks pretty good. I don't normally do anything with the whites. In this case here, I'm not going to because I don't want to blow out the sky or enhance any of this glare off the wheels. But what I will do is raise the exposure up just a little bit more. Black kind of toned it down. From here, we'll go ahead and go to color. So I'm looking at the image, and I see it's got sun on the buildings. So I'm going to warm this up a little bit, just to 2. Gives a nice little golden hour. We're not going to do anything sharpness or noise reduction, but optics, we'll go ahead and auto defringe. That's what I'm talking about. It does absolutely. Now I don't have any of the problems come out of my lens. This was shot on the Canon 50 millimeter, and it's a pretty good lens. I don't have any aberration effects out of it. We've already done the erase, the structure. Now I'll show you, this is how we're going to fix this sky. You can go to masking, and you can use object select. This is an AI, part of Luminar Neo, uses AI to do this. And if you hover over, it just gives you objects to select. We're going to do the sky. Now I love Luminar Neo for this structure and masking here. You see how it outlines the building? Well, they know that you don't want to soften the edges of your buildings or not really trees, but edges. You don't want to soften them up. So it leaves them there. So we're going to take the amount and we'll probably have to go all the way down. Yeah, we're going to drop it down negative 100. Yeah, and it gives that nice, soft blue sky. It looks good. A lot better than having it all pixelated and dirty looking. That's how you fix that. As far as the other um, structure, I don't need to do anything with it. I got enough sharpness and enough definition in it already. Um, Color. First thing we're going to do is set this to saturation. We're going to come down and we're going to remove the magentas out of here. And we're going to take out the purples. Here's where we fix this green. So we're going to go up. Okay. And we're going to go to masking. And we're going to choose our brush. Then we're going to blow this up to about 400%. 400 for me has always been the magic spot. Bring this brush down a little bit. And we're just going to paint over this green. And we're going to get into the chrome on the car, the trim, because it is harboring some of this green. So let's go ahead and just paint over here. We get covered up real well. We'll come over here and we'll do the same. We'll hit this trim. And we'll hit inside this window too. I do believe that there's a green tint to the windows on here. We can scroll to the back of the car because there was some green in this back window and the trim. So we'll go ahead and get out of here. Get this out of here. Some with these tires too. I wanted to show you. There's a little bit of a blue over the white letters. We'll go ahead and take that out too. So let's zoom back out. We'll go to our adjustments. And we're going to drop the saturation out of it. That did it. I got rid of it. Not all of it, but really good enough. We did get off a little bit too much in the side here. You don't really notice that. What you can do is you can go down here to clone. And you can set your size. And then you can set the mark. Clone that back in. Same with over here. It's a little bit too much. We can clone it back in. What do they call this? Pixel peeping? Because we're just nitpicking it to death. That looks pretty good. It's a nice looking photo. In Neo, if you go up to your edits, it'll show everything that you did. Color, you remove the color cast if you want. There's mine, I don't really have that neither. Structure, develop. That's a good looking photo. This is actually good. It's got good color on the trees. The car looks good and sharp. It's been cleaned up. Yeah, I think it looks good. It's diecast photography. The subjects are not all perfect and they're hard to fix, but this turned out really, really well. So I wanted to also tell you that in the description of this video is going to be links to all the equipment most of the equipment that I use in my humble little inexpensive studio, like my camera, my tripods, lights, and etc. I don't have expensive equipment at all whatsoever. I imagine that I could probably, um, I don't know, if I went from $1,000 camera to a $5,000 camera, would that make me a better photographer? Probably not. It's more education. It comes from learning and folks like you who, spread the information out, give us some good critique. So go ahead and leave comments. Let me know where I could have done better. I'll try and learn from that. I hope people watching this, now you know how I do it. Hopefully it'll help you. Maybe I can get something from you. All right. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.